Me say how we are gonna do this. Oi, ready? Ha ha ha. Ready? Oi. Me say how we are gonna do this. Yes. Oi. Sit down there. 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 Oi. Sit down there. Oi, sit down. Sit down there. Sit down there. Sit down there. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. Sit down there. 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 Watch you, we keep them on. Did we keep them on? Me say how we are gonna do it. Oh yes, yes, me say how we are gonna do it. Oh yes, now Jesus, boy, watch out, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over their pan you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance? Boy, trouble, 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 trouble. Watch out, watch out. Watch you, we keep them all. Say we keep them all. Let's go now, go now. Hey, 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 hey. Watch you, we keep them all. Say we keep them all. Let's go now, go now. Me say how we are gonna do this. Oi, ready? Ha ha ha. Ready? Oi. Me say how we are gonna do this. Yes. Oi. Sit down there. 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 Oi. Sit down there. Oi, sit down. Sit down there. Sit down there. Sit down there. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. Sit down there. 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 Watch you, we keep them on. Did we keep them on? Me say how we are gonna do it. Oh yes, yes, me say how we are gonna do it. Oh yes, now Jesus, boy, watch out, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over their pan you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance?
Pleasant morning, afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in your deck of woods. And you know how we start, right, in terms of endorsing all the persons in our chat. I was actually reading through some of the comments in the chat, and trust me, quite educational. But let us begin. Of course, Beverly 975, right? Beverly said, blessings Friday and a wonderful weekend to Mystics Sensation family. Same to you, right? Romeo Martin, I believe that for new development, it is right for hotels to be built on the other side of the road. All right, we have Dart Mackay. And I like, to stress on what Falmouth Girl is saying here. Blessings to everyone. The Crown Land Reform Act 2026 by Mark Golding would reduce adverse possession from 60 to 25 years and help displaced communities secure land titles. Yet, it has been blocked. And that is one of the items that we'll be starting first this morning before we get into our serious investigation, right? And we will be asking Andrew Holness and Dr. Horace Strong to come in front of the class this morning, right? Because we are going to reveal information that the public don't have, and people are going to be alarmed. Let me say that for those who want to enjoy their coffee, right, or enjoy whatever you need to enjoy, relax, taking the show on the show, right, and to listen to some of the evidence that will be unfolding, right, the truth about the Cooper's pen situation. A lot of revelation this morning, bombshell revelation, right, which is going to wake up Jamaica. If you think that yesterday that we had dived deep, today we are going to dive much deeper. And I'm saying kudos goes out to the deep dive channel, right? That's Ishmael, right? Ishmael and I, we work on some of the evidence, and kudos goes out to Ishmael. So Ishmael, and where you are, big up yourself, sir. All right, Laverne P9R, right? Veronica, right? Asher Sharon Robinson. Good afternoon, everyone. Right, this thumbnail is going to be very interesting. Rightly so, rightly so. Right, Anne-Marie McDonald. Good afternoon, Mystic and family and classmate. Hope everyone have a happy weekend. Yes, I hope so as well. Right, Dave said, let me just put up that, right, because you know that Dave always a hard worker on the platform, and Seaga McCarthy, right? I don't know if Seaga McCarthy is here, but they always, right, encourage, right? A lot of persons always encourage persons to share the live, and particularly this information that we'll be sharing today, right? So there it is, right? Beverly Stewart, Millicent, Leighton Brown, right? Okay, all right. C-Jam is here. C-Jam, don't miss class, C-Jam, make sure. Big up yourself, C-Jam. And remember, all the persons with the blue jacket, right, please, right, protect the channel for today, right? And every time the channel is up and running, right, for persons who want to, whether you are JLP or PNP, and you come and you can behave yourself, you can be disciplined enough, right, to absorb the evidence, right? And of course, we can agree to disagree in a very respectful way. So that is the sort of behavior. However, if you are going to be misbehave, right, we have our blue jackets, lieutenants, that will definitely authorize to dismiss you from the channel as they so please. All right, Murrell, bless up yourself, Murrell King. Blessed Friday evening, Mystic Sensation and the family. And we have Hebrew, right? Bless up yourself, Hebrew. Rennie Swaby, right? Ranchel Taylor, Rosa. Blessing yourself, Cheryl Baines, Egla Fletcher, Rowena Williams. And let me just, because I want to put up the thing that Funmouth Girls, I want her thing to up there, because that's very serious as it relates to the situation that we're dealing with. All right, Esther D'Souza, Phyllis Brown, Maureen Douglas, friends from Lake, blessings, and Clarky 343, blessings, Clarky. Clarky saying blessing, Mystic Sensation, and salute General in the background. General. Yes. All right, blessings, Mystic. My book, the TV, but you are very low in volume. Abina, Sir Cody, I wonder what I go on. If are you guys hearing me? I'm wondering if there's a situation with coming from my end, or it might be a situation with Abina. So if you are hearing me quite clearly, please type yes, right? And if that's the situation, then I will have to find ways and means in terms of adjusting the volume. Paula, said, observe, Byron, your sound very low. Hold on, so other people are saying it. What is going on here? What is going on here? Let me, hold on. Let me check on the volume here. Oh, geez. All right. Okay, okay, turn up volume. Okay, can't hear you. No, man, I have to get this volume and turn up. Especially this morning. How are really going on here? Hold on. I've got to check the systems, you know. Big up Mystic Sensation. Right? Okay, microphone tested. How are really going on someone today? Not this morning. Not this morning when we have the bugger things them to roll out and dash out. Very low. Very yes, yes. Oh, so some people are hearing me quite clearly, so I don't know. All right. All right. I am hearing you clearly. Kind of low today. All right. You know what? Let me just see if I can. Okay. All right. And of course, we always have Sister Winnie to grease the program.
Mr. Misty.
Hi, Sister Winnie. How are you doing?
And to your handsome dad.
All right.
So what they should do is turn off the phone, wait for a few minutes, 5 minutes, count to 5, and come back in.
Okay. So, hold on, Sister Winnie. Hold,
That's your volume.
hold on, Sister Winnie. Sister Winnie said, for persons who are hearing, you know, the low volume, just turn off a phone, right, and come back in, right, for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, right, and come back in, and then.
So count to 5 and come back in.
Okay, count to 5. Sorry, not 5 minutes. I don't want to stay with so long.
No.
Count to 5 and come back in.
And come back. Some of them use their phone right from morning till night, and after a while the volume will go down.
Okay, so all right. Some persons are saying pull the mic closer because this morning my wife, but if you hear me, you know, Mr. Sweeney.
No, I need to turn you down. It's really low. You're really high.
Okay,
I
all
have to
right.
turn my volume down.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Sister Winnie. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Anyway, what I called to ask.
Yes.
What I'm saying, I'm disappointed with some of the lawyers who could represent the poor people. They could have, from this in the morning, they
Yes.
should have gone to court and stop the demolition. Don't care what, go back to court. Let the judge, we don't know the judge that gave the order. We don't know what is going on. We don't know who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, because the Prime Minister said he don't know anything about it.
Yes.
He never born and he was a child. So we don't understand that. So I don't know. Something is wrong. And I feel the same poor person. I hope I'm wrong. They are involved in it.
Well, Sister Winnie.
There is no way a tiny man could go down and tell a person to come off the land like it is done.
All right.
It must be putting him done.
Sister Winnie.
Anyway, yes, sir.
What I am going to release this morning, you are going to be shocked, right? And you won't don't know anything about it. What I'm going to release this morning is going to be bombshell, so you can just comfortably in class, Sister Winnie.
Well, I'm going now to call you to let the person know,
Okay.
And I'm disappointed that no lawyer don't stop the demolition.
Okay.
I don't care.
All
We
right.
got lawyers on our side, not one. Okay, thank you, sir. To your dad, hello, sir. How are you?
Blessings. All right.
All right,
Okay. Yes, Carla, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Afternoon, blessed afternoon to the person in the background as well.
Yes.
Yeah, pertaining to the volume, you know that from yesterday I noticed that the volume was low because when Melting Pot was talking, it sound low, but when you are talking,
Yes.
it's low. So I think it's something wrong on your side.
Okay, all right. I will.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
take. Okay, I will look into that, my sister.
Although you know, let me continue. All right.
All right.
Bless up.
Yes, Jamaica. You realize that Andrew Holness, right? Until now, as we speak, has not gone to Cooper's Pen. Has not gone to Cooper's Pen. I am going to show you the reason as to why he has not gone to Cooper's Pen. I hold the evidence Bangarang today. And let me just say this as it relates to what Falmouth Girl is saying here. Blessing to everyone. The Crown Land Reform Act 2026, Mark Golden would reduce adverse position from 60 to 25, right, years and help displaced communities secure land titles. Now, I want to start with this before I get into the investigation and, you know, somewhat try to, again, clear the air for people who are saying that the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party are one of a kind. How dare you to say something like that? Right? That is out of order. That is very much out of order for you to say and saying that without any evidence, right? Spewing lies and venom, right? However, I am going to show you as it relates to the People's National Party fighting landlessness, wanting Jamaica to own their lands because it is the beginning of wealth. If a lot of people don't know that. Owning land is the beginning of wealth and the beginning of upward mobility and progress. Right? You love how I sound? And so then lands are very essential. The People's National Party recognize that and fighting tooth and nail, right, to make that happen. So, of course, the People's National Party, right, is going to put all their bucks in fighting for Jamaican to own lands, right, via adverse position. Now, I want to play a clip to show you that Mark Golden did not just leave it there. He did not. And I am happy as it relates to Falmouth Girl, right, made mention of it, and I said, it appears as if Falmouth Girl had read my mind, right, and seems to be understanding the program that I'm going to come with this morning. And as such, I am going to highlight that Mark Golden did not only speak, right, that he wants to, prevent landlessness and make more Jamaican own lands. Mark Golden actually make effort in shaping bill to deal with that, and he was blocked. Blocked by who? Guess who? Blocked by who? None other than Andrew Holness administration. Can you imagine Jamaican people? A government who claim that they love Jamaican people, and yet the opposition who want to fight landlessness went into parliament, right, draft up what needs to be drafted up, right, and the government, the incumbent government, blocked it, said no, poor people need to suffer. That's what Andrew Holness stated in terms of the blocking. Now Jamaican people, me now make it up, you know, and I try to make Mark Golden look good. More want to hear for yourselves. Listen, Jamaica, look at this. Look at the evil. I want to know why really and truly Andrew Holness really, well, I mean, yeah, we know that you're a, we know that you're a born, kleptomaniac. Yeah, plain and simple. Listen, Jamaica.
In July, I tabled a private members bill, or I attempted to table a private members bill in the House of Representatives called the Crown Land Reform Act 2026. And it was, first of all, to achieve that commitment to reduce that 60 years to 25 years. But it also sought to create a new mechanism for disaster hit areas coming out of the experience of Hurricane Melissa, where so many people have been displaced because of the hurricane, but don't have strong tenure of the land that they were living on before. And this bill would enable disaster areas to be designated for special treatment to expedite titling and allowing people to get title to land in those communities. So the bill was doing two things. And then blocked me. Them blocked me from tabling the bill. First of all, there's a provision in the bill that says that the paperwork to achieve a title in one of those disaster areas, if so designated, would not attract taxes, stamp duty, and so on. That's an existing provision in the law in relation to other areas which can be designated already for that purpose. Them say it's a fiscal measure, and a bill tabled by the opposition can't have that provision. So Mr. Cole, and I amend it, and I send it back to them, and then reject it again, and say to set up an area where people can get land title more easily under the statute. It's going to involve fiscal expense, and the opposition can't table such a bill. Nonsense! But that is what I'm facing and we are facing in the parliament. That legal advice never came from the Attorney General's chambers. That came from within parliament. And it's the speaker herself who wrote me and told me I can't proceed with the bill in that form. But we have to deal with it because the bill has to be tabled. And we won't stop until we find a way of tabling that bill and honoring that.
All right. So Jamaica, when you hear that, Jamaica, when you all hear that, what I want my wonderful and lovely chat to do for me, if you don't know say Mark Golden blacker than Andrew Holness, you type yes in the chat. If you don't know say Mark Golden blacker than Andrew Holness, type yes in the chat. If you don't know say Mark Golden defending the poor black people, you type yes in the chat. Now, you imagine that Mark Golden did not only put it into his personal mandate leading up to the general election that passed, the last general election. Now, after that, done and gone and being forgotten, and where many of you don't know that although Mark Golden mentioned that in his mandate, Mark Golden did not leave us alone. The election over, and Mark Golden still fighting on to help black people, while Andrew wants to take away the lands from the black, from the poor, and give to the rich. Just imagine the people. Election came, over with, right? And Mark Golden accepted the result. But Mark Golden decided that no matter what, he's not giving up the fight. Oh no, look no man. I want to feel me this morning, you know. I want to speak truth to power this morning. Mark Golden, many of us did not know this. That Mark Golden did not leave it there where it ends, right? September 2025. He did not leave it there. So this goes beyond politics for Mark Golden. I am showing you, Jamaica, that this goes beyond politics for Mark Golden. This goes to prosperity and fighting for black people. You hear what Mark Golden said? Juliet Holness told him, no. Right in the parliament, as it relates to Andrew Holness' administration, stop it in the parliament. Am I making myself clear here this morning? for those who are leading their third-party mission to say, you know what? In order for our third party to come through, we have to mud up the PNP and the GLP. I listen many of you, but I choose not to answer because I am focusing in terms of fighting for my people. So I am not going to be distracted. And I decided that, you know what? I am not going to spend any time answering some of you people. But stay focused on democratic socialism. Now, we put that out of the way. Now let me ask a question. Bang around here this morning, But first, let me put out as it relates to the evil empire and who sits at the pinnacle of the evil. Let me put it out so you can see clear in terms of my speaking on this matter this morning. Unbelievable. Chang says police duty bound to help landowners reclaim property. Let me ask you the first question, Chang. Is the JCF duty bound to investigate and charge Andrew Holness as a result of Andrew Holness cannot have his statutory declaration certified? Is the Jamaican Constabulary Force duty bound? So hold on there. Is the only selective justice using the Jamaica Constabulary Force to protect you and Andrew Holness pilfering of lands? But hold on there, what the backside Byron just said. Byron just said Andrew Holness and Horace Chang are trying to pilfer the land. Yes, people may have the evidence. Yes. Bangarang this morning. So this is why you're on the front fighting. Me say, I am going to, look here, you cannot be defended. So let me just read what Count Dracula is saying. Count Dracula says, police duty bound to help landowners reclaim property. What a piece of outer orderliness. What a piece of outer orderliness. Reclaim property from who? That's the question. Bangarang today now. Let me play it.
The owners have a court order. Everybody is subject to that court order. Everybody, including them. And the government, the owner has the right to seek the support of the police to take over the land. If they don't support them, it's also contempt of court. And as I said, I'm not going to go to court. We have to obey the court orders. Government, all of Jamaica, is subject to the civil court.
Okay. Let me read on. Come like when me read. Because this sort of sound low to me and I want people to get it. Dr. Chang's comment against a claim in some quarter that the police team acted unlawful throughout the incident. The early morning raid saw the demolition of several houses illegally built on the land, leaving more than 30 families displaced. When asked to comment on whether or not both parties were guilty of turning a blind eye to illegal land occupation to mix up both parties, Dr. Chang said informal settlements have existed under both GLP and PNP government. He says the GLP administration has made moves to regularize persons on unclaimed land. Dr. Horace Chang, Minister of National Security. Now let me just read the last part. GLP administration has made moves to regularize persons on unclaimed land. Now, this process of GLP making move to regularize person on unclaimed land. Let me speak, and for those who know me, you understand, no, at one point I was living into the flankers area. I come here this morning in Norristown. And what the JLP had done, and since I can speak, because as I said at one point, I lived there, that what the JLP had created a sort of gerrymandering situation to support the Jamaica Labour Party, right, as it relates to those people in those areas voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. You can't go around me, you know. I used to live there. You can't go around me, you know. And I know the corruption that goes on wherever you concern. We know that you are a strong control more than 7 gangs in St. James. Some of which in Flanker, Glendevon, Rosites. Remember, you know, I used to live there. Many of them said you brought guns to them. We know about the stone crusher, you name it. Some are strong. You are hearing from someone who used to live there. And for people who know me, will say, yes, Mystic Sensation is not telling any lie. So you talking about you regularize is different from when PNP regularize. Whenever the People's National Party regularized through Operation Pride, they don't give them and depend on them to vote for PNP. PNP do it with a willingness of fighting landlessness. So don't bring up, try to mix up PNP in your baga and your land grabbing situation. I'm going to bust you this morning, you know. And the thieving business. Where you are Andrew Honest involving. So right about now, you are Andrew Honest step in front of the class. Me and you this morning. Let me take you this. Because Father, let me tell you something. I am going to reveal the raw born evidence. None of them, look here. I run on for them this morning, you know. If you not think say yesterday. Right? Let me dig now into you now. So we have a lawyer who run out. The lawyer claiming to want to protect the JLP administration. But the lawyer did not realize that she said something that revealed people who lift the caveat backside. We have the evidence. The lawyer had overspoken, chat too much. Because the lawyer run out and want to justify Andrew Honest and Horace Chang. If you notice how I tied the two of them, you want to see how I tied the two of them, you know. It is the lawyer who revealed, and let me say, by accident, when the caveat lifted, and I said, whoa, that was the missing link. Even Dennis Meadows was asking who lifted the caveat. Yes, people, the caveat was lifted. A bangarang today, you know. And we realized the culprit who had lifted the caveat. The caveat. Andrew Honest and Horace Chang. No wonder why Andrew Honest don't want to go down there. And Horace Chang believe him big and bad and mighty because he have to gang them behind him. Yes, people, We have the evidence. I want to listen. The lawyer give it away. And when the lawyer gave it away, Mystic Sensation captured it. People who listen. Mr. Jamaica, the lawyer run out. They defend GLP administration to justify the wickedness. And the lawyer gave away when the caveat lifted. Only listen to people. Me and this morning. One is a set of vampire and Dracula. What a bangarang. What a bangarang. Let me find it, people. Let me find it. Just bear something with me. Let me just. Hold on. Let me just find it. Like when I put up my things and then I have a problem in finding it, you know. Okay, I have it. People who listen here, the lawyer run out. The lawyer run out in the defense of Andrew Honest and Horace Chang and give them a way to backside on the area people. No, listen here. Listen here.
And there they had lost. The court had upheld the rulings of Justice Campbell as well as Justice McIntosh. And what that meant was that the owners now could go ahead with the eviction. That ruling of the Court of Appeal was made in 2016. When the case is over and they lost, the caveat was supposed to have been removed or what they call withdrawn. And so we're going to check now to see if it was or if it was not. The liar people them say it was not. Them say it's.
All right. Here are defending, right? The caveat. And find the caveat. Thank you for this, Emily Shields. Thank you for this because I'm going to expose on the backside. So see the caveat card 1759455. Emily Shields and the mission to defend Andrew Honest administration, expose Andrew Honest and Horace Chang. People who want to check and observe caveat card 1759455 and listen because you believe say yes, we got them now. No, listen people.
Still up on the title and it's still active. So make we go look and see for ourselves because we don't take our information from liars.
What do you mean?
We no fool.
All right.
So this is a title for the land that the squatters are on. It's volume 1008 4636. And we're going to be looking for the caveat number 1759455 that was lodged against the title by the Ministry of Housing on May 1, 2012. And I need you to make a note here. Write it down, please. Please.
Do you think
when you're looking at a certificate of title, the caveat is usually noted in two different places. One such place you'll find it noted is in the body of the title itself. This was a final entry on the certificate of title 1008636, and it says, caveat number 1759455 lodged on the first day of May 2012 by the Ministry of Housing, estate claimed equitable interest. So when you look on the title and you see this, you don't just stop there. You need now to go to the top right-hand section.
Yes, Emily. Take Jamaican people to the evidence. Take us to the evidence, Emily. Good job. Good job so far. Go ahead.
Sometimes it's on the left and look for any number where you see a C before it. The C is the code for caveat. When you look at this title, you see that the first two, there are no lines through them. And so these two are active. They have been on the titles for a very long time, I believe from the 70s. This and the other two titles owned by the company. But when you look at the other 6 caveats below, you can see clearly that they have lines drawn through them. We are looking for our caveat though, the 1759455, and if you look at the bottom, the last entry, you will see the number there with a line through it. And what that usually means is that it has been withdrawn. But even though you've seen that there is a line through the caveat which indicates that it was withdrawn, you don't want to take any chances. If you're representing a client, you don't want to make a big mistake like that. So what you do, you go and pay your $500 and get a copy of the caveat, which confirms that it was indeed withdrawn, and it tells you also when. And you see, since like we are not careless people over here,
All
we
right.
went and we paid with $500, and we now have a copy of the caveat. So let us now look together and see if indeed it was withdrawn. So the first thing I want you to do is to look into the left margin. You see where it says caveat index? Yes. And the next thing now we're going to do is to read what is on the caveat. It begins with the title reference number, volume 1008, folio 636. So this is telling you this is the title that it was lodged against. And then we want to make sure we have the right caveat. It says caveat number 1759455. That is our caveat. Then now we look to see when it was lodged, just to make sure all is well. On the 5th of May, 2012, it was lodged against the Orange Grove property in Trelawney, and the registered owner is New Falmouth Resorts Limited.
But hold on, people. I want to read to you know. I want to read to you know. And what I want to make out, right? Orange Grove Trelawney, New Falmouth Resort Limited, 53 Duke Street, Kingston, Minister of Housing, the caveator, Minister of Housing, a bangarang as well this morning, you know? Because Emily Shields run out and try to protect this current administration, you know, and don't realize that she let the puss out of the bag. You know, listen, people.
The Ministry of Housing was a caveator, and it says the estate that they are claiming is equitable interest. And as you can see, there is the date that it was withdrawn on the 13th of October, 2016. By that time now, the Labour Party was in.
All right. You don't have to say no more. See that? Withdrawn 13/10/2016. A bangarang, you know. But before we start the bangarang, people. So Dennis Meadows, now you understand what I want. Marky G, Jamaica, now you understand what I want. Who lift the caveat? What a bangarang. 2016 it was lifted. But hold on there, peeps. Me hold them, you know. I mean, nah, make them get away now. Mystic Sensation, sir, we're going to make them get away out of this? No, sir. So what Mystic Sensation did, said, oh, so then Andrew Oles and Horace Strong in a 2010, when they had gotten the letter, hold on the people. Let me see. Hold on there. Let me show you, which you already know, right? Who was the Minister of Housing dealing with the operation 2016? And who was providing oversight for such situation as it relates to land and so forth, housing? Andrew Oles. Andrew Oles and Horace Strong remove the caveat. Oh, you say you don't know nothing about it? Oh, you say you don't know nothing about it? See, Emily Shades have put you in a trouble, yeah. See Emily Shields put on a backside in a trouble so you can stop from tell the lie. Because the caveat was lifted by Horace Chang and Andrew Holness. Bangarang today. Me no say no for no. No for no. Must I say Emily Shields should have keep her arm out. But me glad Emily Shields, because you see when you're jumpy and you like defend corruption, this is what happened to you people. Now we know who lift the caveat. Watch these people. They go going on. They go going on. Look at these people. See it here? In 2016, Dr. Horace Chang served as the minister without portfolio with direct responsibility for water, works and housing in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, which was overseen by who? Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Earlier in the year, right prior to February 2016 election, Dr. Omar Davis served as the Minister of Transport, Works and Housing under the previous administration, and Dr. Omar Davis, right, was the one who placed the caveat, right, on the title. So it is now Andrew Holness and Horace Chang who now remove the caveat from the title. Yo, them wicked enough. People, them wicked enough. People, at them put some of the people them at Cooper's pen for the people them to vote for them, and then what them do? Kick the people them to the curb. Them wicked enough people who don't watch this now. Just imagine. Look, we stop sharing this. Now, Jamaica, let me tell you where the real bang around there. Jamaica. Let me tell you now we shot the real bang around there. New Falmouth Resort has a property that control all the land deals. You know where the property located? Right beside Andrew Holness' property. You know, look at people. Look at people. See it here? See it here, people? I'm not telling no lie. You look on it. See Andrew Holness' property here? Let me hover with the mouse. And see New Falmouth Resort Limited here. See that, people? See the evidence there? We're not telling no lie. The question is, who is the new face? Who is the new face? Who is the new face for New Falmouth Resort? Who is the new face? Now, Jamaica, we could dig a little bit deeper now, man. I am going to show you something which is very serious. So obviously, it appears that either the new face, right, could be that the new face be Andrew Holness or Horace Chang. Me only ask question, you know, me not accuse. It is not like me have evidence for proof, say, you understand, Horace Chang is the new face. So you know, Mystic Sensation stay. When we don't have the evidence, you don't have the evidence. But this is a question that I'm asking. Why is it Big Mama nationwide, as it relates to the breach of New Falmouth Resort, we could go into the breach now. And where Big Mama made a mistake, just like what Emily Shields did, in terms of identifying who removed the caveat. Big Mama also made a mistake. NNN also make a mistake in saying that, right, the company registry of Jamaica, right, cancelled New Falmouth from off the registry. When I identify that and the breach to the fact that the new face doesn't want his name to be known. Doesn't want his name to be known. Why hiding that? Who is the new face? You don't know what NN do? NNN go back and edit the information. Let me show the people. Me and them. Bangarang this morning, I take time to go through it. NNN went back because it seems like them call NNN and say, you know, you shouldn't put out that. You give it too much. You shouldn't put out that. Look what NNN do. Me I know this morning. See it up? Let me bring it up because I'm going to bust them bubbles. See there? 20-year land dispute behind house demolition in Trelawny. I see NNN. Remember now, NNN used to, the first time NNN put out this, NNN have it, right? Where the registry, the company registry of Jamaica, business company registry of Jamaica, cancel New Falmouth. So look at this now, people. NNN, edit this. Understand that the land dispute that resulted in the homes of more than 30 families being demolished in Cooper's Pen, North Trelawny on Tuesday began 19 years ago in 2007. The area of the land in question is called Orange Grove. Dana Davy reports, the Orange Grove property in Cooper's Pen, North Trelawny, is owned by New Falmouth Resorts Limited. In 2007, company chairman James Chisholm filed a lawsuit against 99 individuals who were occupying the land without permission. In 2010, the Supreme Court Justice Daniel McIntosh ruled in favor of New Falmouth Resort. The court ordered an immediate recovery of possession and awarded the company $50,000 in damages against each defendant for trespassing. Remember, say, I show the letter, I still have the letter, I'm going to show it again. We are in 2010, the so-called New Falmouth wrote a letter communicating an interest, you understand, to sell the land. The thing with them cook up, you know, the thing with them cook up. We're going to show it again. The occupants later sought political intervention in 2012 under the People's National Party, PNP administration through the then Minister of Housing, Dr. Omar Davis, and Minister without portfolio, Dr. Morris Guy, who placed a caveat, the caveat. The then PNP government declared the Orange Grove lands an improvement area under Section 6 of the Housing Act. Right? This was done to facilitate regularization of the quarters through the Housing Agency of Jamaica. Andrew Owners and Horace Chang decided, no, right? PNP must not buy the land for the people. It is Andrew Owners and Horace Chang and New Falmouth, whosoever that person is, you understand, is now twisting and turning away, right, from making those people, right, becomes landholder. And so then, searching for the highest bidder to sell out the people, Andrew Owners, Horace Chang, and New Falmouth Resort. Watch this now. It understood that the government attorney later returned to court seeking an injunction and a stay of the existing eviction order. Justice McIntosh that rejected that application. He described it as an attempt to pervert the court of justice and an abuse of the process of the court. I'm going to expose you about your later. Wait. Information reaching our new center is that a further attempt by the Ministry of Housing to block eviction was dismissed in 2014 by Supreme Court Justice Lennox Campbell. The matter proceeded to the court appeal, which in May 2016 upheld the ruling against the government. And this is how the criminal, you understand, Andrew Holness, right? And Horace Strong lifted the caveat. It is understood that despite the legal victory secured by New Falmouth Resorts, the occupation of the property increased during and after the court proceedings. This made it difficult to enforce eviction order against large squatter settlement. In the early pre-dawn hours of Tuesday, August 11, a tractor rolled into the Cooper's Pen and bulldozed the home of more than 30 families living on the property. Member of Parliament of North Trelawny, Tover Hamilton, says New Falmouth Resort received a court order that paved the way for demolition. Meanwhile, the chairman of Trelawny Municipal Corporation and Mayor Falmouth, Colin Gage, the old dirty liar. Because now we know, as it relates to Tover Hamilton and Gage, they were lying all along. Now we have evidence that it is Horace Strong and Andrew Holness movie caveat is rejecting claims from the social media bloggers that the government was behind the demolition. You hear what I'm lying wicked? Now we have the evidence. In a statement Wednesday morning, Gage says the claims are untrue. Damn liar. Colin Gage, Mayor Falmouth, Gage says the bloggers in question had no... Let me answer this call. Hold on, Carl. Yes, yeah, you have to talk, come on the live. Yes. Okay, all right, hold on. Yeah, no, hold on. Let me talk to you later. Hold on, let me talk to you later because I am in the middle of a thing. Let me talk to you later. Here, please. All right, cool, yes. All right. So that was that. When you look here, people, nowhere as it relates to NNN, Colin Gage and Mayor Falmouth, Gage says the bloggers in question had no credible basis for their claims. He's calling for responsible use of social media and regard for the truth concerning matters of national discourse. Regard for the truth. You don't know anything about the truth. You don't notice what MMM do now? The part we talk about the breaches, NNN cut it off. See the people? May I show you it? It is not there. NNN cut it off to appease a narrative for the Jamaica Labour Party administration. See the people? The part that speak about, you understand, the breaches, right? And where they have been struck from the business registry. You see the evidence there? See me I show you the evidence there? Big Mama Station cut it off. See there? It not depend there. Big Mama Station cut it off. So you see how NNN they play the raw politics. Alright. Stop share that. Me I want to today. Now, Jamaica, where you think me I go? I am going to show you the amount of breaches because we are going to establish that New Falmouth Resort Limited did not pay for the land that they so claim and those judges who hand over, right, holdings to them. We go and show you the evidence, the strong evidence. Me on them backside this morning. You know watch this. So watch it now, people. Let us go into the corruption and show you as it relates to the breaches that Big Mama, you understand, edit and did not mention. Look on these people. Look how Big Mama wicked. See it here? See it here? See the breach here? That Big Mama edit. You know, sir, me say you people need to be investigated. And if it was a truthful democracy, if it was the banana republic, mama, you'd have investigated, and trust me, you'd have been charged. This is misinformation and disinformation in the highest order. In the highest order. See it here. To whom it may concern. So I could go like this now. This is the company's office of Jamaica, you know. Now, here it is. To whom it may concern, whereas having reasonable cause to believe that the company's name herein have not delivered within the period specific in section 377, section 1, subsection B, an annual beneficial ownership return are delivered, an annual beneficial ownership return that is not accurate, adequate, or up to date within the period specified in section 377, subsection 2, subsection A. Now, let me get tonight. Take notice that at the expiration of 3 months from the date of this notice, the names of the companies mentioned in the schedule herein set out in accordance with the provisions of section 377H of the Companies Act be struck off the register of companies and will be dissolved unless cause is shown to the contrary. Now, let us look at the companies that were struck off the list that Big Mama choose not to show anymore. Because you know the reason why I choose not to show anymore? Because it is bangarang, and where I am going, they know it is bangarang for the Jamaica Labour Party administration. Now watch this now. See it here? Marathon Property Limited, them get struck off of the register. Mirpex Equipment, Marine Safety, Medical Mary Service, Modern Transport Equipment, New Era Homes 2000 Limited, and CETA 2861L, New Falmouth Resort Limited, 5 Beverly Drive, Kingston 6, Ligani, P.O. St. Andrew, right beside Andrew Owner's house. The photo when we show right beside Andrew Owner's house, right beside Andrew Owner's house. See the evidence here? 2861L, New Falmouth Resorts Limited, from 5 Beverly Drive, right? Kingston 6, Ligani P.O. St. Andrew, right beside Andrew Owner's house. Want to see the corruption, people? Andrew Owner's Strong and New Falmouth Resort take the land away from the people. But look, you know, people, we go and present the evidence. No, but before we present the evidence, let me go into some more breach of New Falmouth Resort, because I know one breach and I know 2 breach. When I look at people, I remember say Andrew Owner's the same behavior. He want to look like say Andrew Owner's at the new face, you know. Because remember say the tax administration of Jamaica is now investigating Andrew Owner's for tax. You know, remember say Andrew Owner's not like pay tax. And I may tell. Remember, Film 3 Shell Company, him not pay tax for them. And we are seeing the same pattern of behavior from New Falmouth Resort. Then let me ask a question. Why the name not listed to be, who is the new owner for New Falmouth Resort? Remember, this is the reason why they had gotten struck from the list, to the fact that the breach was so obvious in the sense that they refused to name the new person that monitoring or managing New Falmouth Resort Limited. So let me ask, Andrew Owner's, is it you who managing New Falmouth Resort Limited? Let me ask, Horace Chang, is it you who managing New Falmouth Resort Limited? Abangaram, this, you know, see the address, you can't hide it. See the address here, you can't hide it. 5 Beverly Drive, Kingston 6, Ligani, P.O. St. Andrew, right beside the Prime Minister. And see it here, dated this 27th day of March 2024 and signed by the Registrar of Companies. So remember, Big Mama, you can't hide this, you know. All the hide where you try to hide, we know how to get it. We know how to get it. Big diver, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Now, let me go and give the people them some more evidence as it relates to some more breaches. You know what, people? It gets worse. So now only one breach. I don't want to look at people. You want to make me stick sensation deal with them to protect my people them. Eh? You make me stick sensation deal with them. Right? Make me dig up them nastiness. When you look at people, see breacher, when you come, you make me set it good. You make me set it good. Can I get your family this morning? See that? Property information valuation number 012030010003. You come now. Owner name, New Farmers Resort Limited. Property address, alright, North Coast Highway, Orange Grove Estate, 5 months. Value of land, $187 million. You come look on the breach them now. See it here? From 2020. Right, so we shall then owe ya. Total owe in a 2020, 1.8 million. Right? And see the total ya. See the total ya. I'm going to just get to the total. See the total ya. 12.445 million. Right? Between 2020 and 2026. You understand? This is on one side of the land. You know, look at people, see there, you know. 12 million. 12 million. So, and this is one of the reasons why we have budget shortfall. Because Andrew Wallace not collecting the tax from him friend them. See there, you know, see the evidence here. You don't know, some sensation is also going to go that too. Eh? How much you have for budget shortfall? When you give your friend them tax break. When you give Big Mama tax break. How much Big Mama owe now? Big Mama owe about $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion, you know. Big Mama owe. And see them now? See New Farmwood Resort where you connect to. Where you connect to. Your friend and crony. See that? 12.445 million. You think I only that then what people? Hey, man, me bust them business, yeah. Me there for them this morning. Me there for them this morning. Me bust and me dash out them nasty secret about una fight for land. Eh? Una fight for land and run off decent people off of the land. Me dash out the business. See you next time. See the next one, yeah. Me dash out the nasty business soon, yeah. Una look, see there. See there? This is volume number 012030010006. Right? Owner name, New Farmwood Resort, and nobody can know who own it, you know. Me ask again, Andrew Wallace, are you the new face? Or a strong? New face, what we done with the backside today? See it here? Volume of land, so much, see this white value here? $390 million. So now, that's why you don't want the people them forget the land. Because you don't look for the highest bidder, See the value of the land there now, $390 million. Then the people that can't afford that. So you don't want to thief the land under them foot. You see the value of the land? So one of the land value 100 and mash million. This one that come value over 390 mash million. You see why Andrew Wallace, even when the letter write to Horace Strong, if say okay, alright, The people that want to buy the land, who never interested to sell the people them the land. Because you don't want the highest bidding, you don't want to thief the land. Me I show out, me I expose you no nastiness. See the value of land, 390 million, and so much open if you tax. I see the mouse over now, 26 million, 330 million. Honestly, you don't have budget shortfall. Because I rob and I rape the country, you know. And a land grabbing, you know. Unnecessary land grabbing. Hold on. Unnecessary land grabbing. Hold on. Think me done with you? I run out for you this morning. You think me done with you? Yes, people. Let me dig deeper into them. To show them say them have no interest to sell those people the land. For the people to adverse possess. Look how long the people ever live there. Some of them live over there for 30 odd years. But yet Andrew Wallace wants to come now in a power and thief the land for under them foot. Andrew Wallace and Horace Strong want to come up now, crafted, plan with new Falmouth Resort, to thief the land for under the people them foot. And claim so no buy the land, Me I know this morning with the evidence. You can't run around me. Now I watch a people. I can show you the whole plan. Right? Let us show the whole plan. I want to knock it. Hold on, people. I will shot that document that get kick off. Hold on. Okay. All right. I have it, people. So I could go in on this, people. I could go in on this. Problem at this morning, you know. We could go in on this. Now, we are going to speak truth to power now. And to show evidence that new Falmouth Resort, as what they so called, did not make any complete purchase on the land. That is what we are going to establish. So we don't understand why they are still in pursuit, right? To take the people off of the property. Because obviously, the people that have them type of money that we are looking on, when we are sure. One spot for 100 odd million, and the other for 300 odd million, over 400 odd million. Now, here it is. Court and estate records indicate a lack of clear, cogent proof of payment. The original owner, Gilbert Barron Johnson, died in 1980 without a will. So the man dead, you know. Right? The man did not get any time to make any will. And that is how now Andrew Owners and Horace Strong and New Falmouth Resort, as a result of the man death, you know. Yeah. Shape narrative to say they went buy the land from before.
Although the man have 21 kids.
You understand? Telling lies? Yeah. No. The Administrator General Office reported to the Supreme Court. And listen what the Administrator General Office reported to the Supreme Court, you know, saying that that definitive receipts, here it is, that definitive receipts are evidence showing New Falmouth Resorts Limited completed the original purchase payment were missing. Let me ask a question. Who is going to purchase land? Right? Such large plots of lands and don't have no receipt for sure. Who is going to do that? Who is going to do that? Now, however, the registered title was formally transferred to the company via subsequent legal and estate ratification. You know, hear that, people? And what basis these judge without any evidence, empirical evidence of no receipt? 1967 agreement. You know, hear now, people. I hear some kill them off, people. I hear some I kill them off. Someone could go through this and we put common sense to this. Transaction background. 1967 agreement. 1967, you know, I want to write it down. You know, as a matter of fact, let me write it down myself. Let me write it down. Right? Because sometimes for me, I get a water, you know. So let me write that down. So 1967 agreement. An option to purchase the Orange Grove Cooper Spend property was made between Jobson and agent for New Falmouth Resorts Limited. A lie them start to carve out now, you know. And they plan this now for tell the lie now because the man dead. Understand them wicked? Watch this. The death of the owner, Jobson, died interstate in 1980 before the transaction was fully closed out or clear payment records were finalized. So right then and there, they were having some dialogue. Unfortunately for the man died. To the fact that the man died, you know what that now? That is an opportunity exists for them. You understand? We have got thief this. Andrew Owens and Horace Strong and New Falmouth Resort, you understand, decided that they are going to steal the land. They may have no evidence, and that is how they don't have any evidence of any receipt because there was no final payment. Now, evidence and dispute, the Administrator General and family members contested because there is no evidence of receipt. So the Administrator General and family members have to contest it. Where is the receipt? As far as they know, Mr. Jobson did not sell you guys anything. Me go bust the bang around, you know. And based on what you are saying, between 1967 to 1980, he would have sold you the land. Remember, I don't mark that down. Let me mark it down. Between 1967 and 1980, he would have sold you the land. And that you say yes, you know. Me say me they got destroy you this morning, you know. So all of the liar them would have tried to run out and try to protect you come this morning, you know. Let me stop sharing this. So yes, so they claim that between 1967 to 1980, somewhere along the line, somewhere along the years, they had made purchase. So we take that out of the way. Between 1967 to 1980, purchase was done. Boom, bam. All right. Now look, people. Let me go to the tool and show you the fullness, right, of what the Administrator General and the family members are contested. The Administrator General and family members contested the estate due to the absence of clear receipts records for the final balance. Right? No final balance is not there. Nothing. So this is something that they concocted. Want to watch this now. Legal title outcome, despite historical gaps in direct payment receipts from the 1960s to 1970s. All right, we can narrow it down now. Between 1960 to 1970. Take off about that because that's how investigation go. Right? Subsequent court interventions and the ultimate transfer of the registered title to New Farmwood Resource Limited in 2006, legally settled ownership culminating in recent enforced action. Right, that's what we're glad to expose them. Because we hear some platform and we hear some people that talk about 3 judges. Look at this. And how could 3 judges be wrong? This is something that them cooked up politically. That's why they are wrong. And we have shown evidence where multiple judges look at cases and they have been wrong. So here the bangarang now, people, because uno confirm now that payment was done between 1960 and 1970. Now that them say? Talk to me, my father. Now that them say? Now, the chat, I want to understand and follow me, because we know we're not brilliant people. So, okay, this is what they must say. That payment made between 1960 and 1970. All right. Make we take that, Now, me are going to know people. Bangarang this morning, Come on, man. Live. Oh, look here. Set up the live. Bangarang this morning. Bangarang this morning. Let me say, look on the evidence now, people. Let me take off my push tackles. Because if this not clear to you, it's clear to me. So let me wipe up my push tackles before me give you the evidence where everybody are going to open up their mouth. So let me ask Andrew Holness and Horace Strong. Why Horace Strong telling the people them at Cooper Spain to come off of the land? Marky G? Look at the evidence of Marky G. Look at the evidence here. Come in front of the class, Andrew Holness. New Falmouth Resort. And Horace Strong. Come in front of the class. Come answer this. Sooner that in this are exposed. Well on there. I don't. Caller, I have to call me back because that caller just get cut off. Call me back, caller. See them nasty this are exposed. People them say between 1967 to 1970 they had finalized purchase. Now that them say. Then if you finalize purchase between 1967 and 70 as according to UNO and the 3 judges, did the 3 judges review this document? Let me ask this question. Did the 3 judges that made their determination, did they see this document? Because we get it in them. We get it. Deep diver, big up yourself. We get it. Let me talk. Deep diver, big up yourself. Ishmael, big up yourself. Boy, Ishmael, I don't know how and what you do forget this. But you are here to give justice. See that, people? New Farmwood Resort Limited, P.O. Box 111, 4 Caledonia Crescent, Kingston 5. Right? Monday date, Thursday, 23rd August 2001, People remember say in by the land already, from between 1967 and 1970, in by the land already, people. But hear him now. To Miss Kathleen Winston, Orange Grove P.O. Box Falmouth because Miss Kathleen Robinson, right, has a son, has children, right, as it relates to within, right, the owner's, right, family tree, the original owner land. Look at this now, people. Dear Miss Robinson, regarding lands owned by you, because remember now, the man dead. Based on our inquiry and surveyor R.C. Thompson, the parcel of land in question, New Falmouth Resort owner of 10 acres, the said lands, Orange Grove, is interested to purchase. So remember, you know, purchase the land already. You purchase the land already from 1967 to 70. The various areas of land, you already purchased the whole thing already. Looking to hear from you as soon as possible, Sita. You're truly Tiffin James H. Chisholm, Chairman and Director for New Falmouth Resorts Limited, with 2 criminals behind me, backing me, who are Andrew Ones and Orestra. Put this one away. Now, make you go yourself. Make you get in at the teeth. All right, me get some. Okay. Make you go deep in the beef. Me and them this morning, you know. Me and them. Me run out for the criminal them, you know. So, all right. We look for 2001. And one time, them I beg the people them to sell the land, you know, but yet them buy it. They buy it from 1967. And now one time, them I beg for purchase it, you know. You watch us again. You watch it. You watch this a bang around here again now. So in 1 year apart, you know, 2001, they write letter, want the people to sell them the land. 2002, Monday, 8 January 2002, to Miss Kathleen Robinson, Orange Grove P.O. Box, Falmouth, Trelawney again. Because apparently she did not respond to them because she avoided them because she knows them all thief. That's why you go. And a second attempt. Dear Miss Robinson, Happy New Year. Best wishes. And we are wish Happy New Year and best wishes for. Read our previous letter dated Thursday 23 August 2001, the previous that I read. Our conversation and interest is about the subject lands owned by you. 88 acres of land, right? This time more. 88 acres of land by plan examination number 170121 dated 2nd of May 1975. You know, so you buy it already? That's what I'm saying. So how now? You want to purchase? If me buy a car, right, last year, me now come back this year and buy it again. How does that make sense? New Falmouth Resort is prepared to make you a generous offer. People, see the evidence here now. Looking to hear from you as soon as possible. Now, look at this. This is not funny. So tell me, Jamaica. This is not funny. Tell me. You know, right? Wanted to make purchase. What sort of evidence, this is my question, what sort of evidence did you take into court to show those judges So those judges can be satisfied that the land belongs to you between 1960 and 70 and give it to you, while you know in 2000 you made contact to purchase the same land, but want to tell lie. The same land want to tell lie about. So you purchase it. So you purchase something between 1967 and 1970. But yet in 2000 and 2001, because now remember that the man dead, so you have now to deal with who you are dealing with. So then tell me now, if you had paid for the land already, why you are showing interest twice? Year 1, 2000, year 2, 2001, to make purchase. Make it make sense now? Well, Dave said, what? Dave said, say what? Sound like Sanchez. Right? Keep the likes going, people. So tell me, how do you clarify or verify that? What sort of understanding that we are to get? So clearly, if you did not purchase the land, the people who have lived there more than 12 years have the fundamental rights to adverse possess. So you concocted what you have concocted in concert as it relates to Horace Strong and Andrew Holness with New Falmouth Resort, cook up on if you cook up Kerner Court, and where those so-called judges granting you proof to say you're the holder of the land between 1967 to 70. So tell me something. Tell me something. Did those judges review these two documents that I have just shown? That is the question. Were these two documents reach those judges that they made decision to give the ownership of the land to New Falmouth Resort? So Andrew Holness, let me talk to you now, Andrew Holness. Let me talk to you now, Andrew Holness. So obviously, Andrew Holness, in 2010, you were in Bruce Golding cabinet. Horace Strong was in Bruce Golding cabinet. So 2011 that you had taken over from Bruce, your eyes were on the land. Your eyes were already placed on Cooper's pen. So what on it? Now I'm going to ask you a question. So you took on Portia Simpson 2012. And Portia Simpson administration realized what the Bruce Golding administration wanted to do in terms of making these people landless. Portia Simpson administration placed a caveat on it. But this is what is fundamental. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to pursue land grabbing. You and Horace Strong. So as 2016, as you won in 2016, the first thing that you have done, the first year that you have done in governance, nothing else, You make sure that you and Orestang move the caveat setting way for what had transpired as to the day when the police went in. This is how wicked. And you see how long you spread the plan. That's why you said you don't play draft, you play chess. Now we are understanding in terms of your move, because you don't move spontaneously. You move like a snake. Slowly but surely. Way in the plan. And you want to see you are dangerous. You mean to tell me that you sit there and time crank? Hey, when you look at this, you realize that even the very people them who voted for you at Cooper's pen realize that they have self-inflicted. When they look in terms of what I'm saying, they start to realize how much that's self-inflicted. It is the same Andrew Wallace administration who had put some of them there, creating a sort of gerrymandering so that they can hold on to the corruption and discipline the very same people them who want land to make them landless after use them and abuse them. This is wicked and cruel. No wonder why you can't go down there. Your conscience will kill you, man. Nasty, boy, you're nasty. Here's him planning in Andrew Wallace. Here's him planning. So I can understand how you felt in 2012 when Porsche administration placed a caveat. You hated it. And you concocted stories between New Falmouth lawyer said that they wanted to sell the land to those people. Lies. Lie. You concocted that. All of that one concocted. Between Andrew Wallace, Orestang, and New Falmouth result. This is wickedness. This is evil. And plus, commit gerrymandering to hold on to the two Trelawney constituency. By moving people from other places and put them there to live. This is evil and wicked. Evil and wicked. But none of you are going to get away. None of you are going to get away. Now, let me show you something, Jamaica. And where I'm going. You remember we talk about, right, why some people started selling the narrative out there. That people don't really listen to some people vlogging and talk about Andrew Wallace going to prison and some of them going to prison and blah, 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 blah. No politician will be going to prison. And so then them shape that narrative out there, you understand, to sort of quell our spirit. Jamaica, look upon this. We say one by one, they are going to jail. Jamaica, look on this. Yes. Come up here, sir. Come in front of the class. Rural read. Come in front of the class. Rural read. Your backside, yo. How long you think you can run? Hold on there. Let me sip my cool lemonade. How long you think you can run? I want some black me out. What is this? Hold on there. Back foot. Wait. Okay. All right. Let me read it fast because I don't understand what I go on. It come like the Pegasus of work. Trial of Rural Read and company to resume October as judge puts parties on notice. Yes. Come face the demons. See it? Back foot. How are the mother so? Pegasus? Hold on, man. I want to read it out to the people. Them. Kingston, Jamaica, the often delayed trial of former Education Minister Royal Reid and his co-accused must continue in earnest come October 5, Senior Parish Court Judge Sancha Burrell ordered. In making a case management pronouncement on Wednesday at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, Burrell said the parties are placed on clear notice that the matter will proceed on that date. Go face a trial, criminal who robbed the picnic them. Go face a trial. She spoke in the presence of the accused, Reid, his wife, and daughter Sharon and Cheryl Reid, Councillor Kim Brown Lawrence, the whole on the backside, and former head of the Caribbean Maritime University, Fitzpinnock. Multiple defense and prosecution attorneys were missing from the room on the take on herself, having indicated they would not be available. Some were represented by juniors or other counsel, while others joined by Zoom. October 5th date set for the trial. No matter what I do, you understand? The judge serious said, listen, I try your ass. The October 5th date set for the trial to resume will be day shy of 1 year since the proceeding began last year. Because me the one that said, why they can't put this backside money on trying? How them a wait pan? But me glad now we see progress. So all those who know the knock me and I say attack, we only attack. Only see what happened, people. The judge acknowledged that it has seen little progress in the 9 months since the trial began, having been plagued by scheduling issues. All right. So make sure, say, right? Let me stop and share that because I see what I act up. Then now I'm read it out. Yes. Yes. So we're happy for that. Kudos to the judge for put on our foot and make him know, say, yes. Me no in the hanky-panky no more. Me no in the spinning and the go round and come round. Yes, Lindell McCormack, thank you for the $10. Pick up on yourself. And Pamela Okolo, bless up for the $5. We have to give thanks. All right. Let me just go into this. Right? And super sticker, Pamela, really appreciate it. Let me hold on, let me get into this because, oh Lord Jesus, what they call it? Goosebumps. Goosebumps I take over all of my body, The criminal, them I go face it. No. I wonder if I hit me, them I go on so. I want to create mayhem. You understand? For create civil war in the country. I wonder if I hit me, them I go on so. I say, Habina, Sarkodia, bless me up with $20. Bless up Abina. Bless up yourself. Thank you. No. Right, and Elisha Armstrong, $10. Boy, man, I first people get them something, you pay blessings. Thank you. Now, let me get into this. Yes. So no one think I joke Damien Crawford I make. When Damien Crawford say one by one, you're going to jail. Yes. All right. Let me deal with this. Come see some look at thing out for the go on. So, okay. So the trial, we take away the trial with Royal Reid. Right? May I deal with them? Come, Mr. Vaz, come in front of the class. Now you think you get away, You come. You are Andrew. You could have been Pamela Monroe. 10 more other distinction. Pamela Monroe no corrupt, she not go corrupt herself. So you make me want to know. So all the distinction one fling out. That now go help you know. Come sit here. Pamela Monroe they digging in your ass. All right. Sit here.
The school bus saga just took another turn, and this time it's not the opposition asking the question.
And big up yourself, Michidex. Anywhere there, bless up yourself because of your production, Michidex.
Questions? It's the Auditor General herself.
And people, give Michidex some love, no man. Give Michidex some love. All right.
Yes, family. The same 110 used school buses costing Jamaican taxpayers $1.4 billion are now under official investigation. So the question tonight is simple. Daryl Vaz, what really happened with this bus deal? Welcome back, family, to Mishi Deck's Commentary, the place where we break down the real issues affecting Jamaica. If you believe in transparency and accountability in government spending, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, because we keep bringing you the facts. According to reports from TVJ News, Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis has now launched a probe into the Ministry of Transport's purchase of 110 used school buses imported from the United States. The buses were bought under the government's National Rural School Bus.
All right, Pamela. Right? Me know what you do, but let me tell you something, Pamela. You can't find 110 school buses, it's only 60 they have. So, him need to come out and explain. So, maybe just sort of give you a pre-warning as it relates to the audit that you are going to conduct. Only 60 buses you are going to find, Pamela. Go ahead.
Program at a price tag of $1.4 billion, just ahead of the reopening of schools for the 2025 to 20. But family concerns started to grow across the country. Questions began circulating about how the buses were purchased, the procurement process, and whether taxpayers got value for money. And now the Auditor General says the investigation was triggered after multiple complaints.
You let me tell you something, Daryl. None amount of rum you throw up on the bus and use rum for wash your face is going to stop this investigation. Jerry and nephew can't help you upon one. So the amount of rum where you use and I try to wash the bus and I wash your head and I wash your face can't help you upon one. Because neither Jay can find the other 50 bus, neither Ray can find the other 50 bus, and nephew can't find the other 50 bus. So you cannot be helped. Let me tell you that.
Complaints from stakeholders and media reports raised serious concerns. The Auditor General's Department conducted a preliminary assessment, and based on what they saw, they decided there was enough justification to launch a formal audit. In other words, family, this is no longer just political talk. This is now official scrutiny of how public money was spent. So the big question many Jamaicans are asking tonight is this: if everything was done properly, then there should be nothing to hide. But if corners were cut...
You will land, because I will put corruption you're involved in, right? From the Moon's Hotel, you go to Mexico, go collect big food. You and Andrew want to come and spend it. You understand, pound yourself. The big food want to collect, we sell out Jamaica. You understand? A whole lot of wickedness you doing, right? So let me show you some more wickedness. And let me make Mikel ask you some question. Because Mikel asked you some question, I say, you know. Come Andrew, come Daryl Vaz. Mikel, they ask you some question, I say, I'm sorry for you, you know. Now, I'm going to show you some more corruption we're involved in.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
We are calling on the Minister of Transport, the Honorable Daryl Vaz, to provide a status report on the government's maintenance contract with El Hydro, which provides and supports the 100 rural school buses bought by the government of Jamaica. On July 30th, 2026, when a school bus caught fire in Manchester, I asked the minister to provide the country with a report on the maintenance of the buses. With the school year starting at the beginning of September, the minister had...
Well, Andy, stop, Comrade Mikel. Stop, Comrade Mikel. Comrade Mikel, let me give you the information and tell you where to get it. You remember, Comrade Mikel, that there is no maintenance plan to deal with any of these buses. Mikel, let me tell you what I want. Mikel, Remember, say, Darrell Valls wrote Danville Walker. Him and Danville Walker plan. And say it is 110 new school buses. And where Danville Walker wrote him back and said everything clear, go on through the gate. Me fly the gate and let in the pirate. And remember, this is the letter that he used to carry in the old buses then. Because they were not checked under the disguise or the pretext that there were new buses. If you want the letter, link me up. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to call you off the air.
Fail to update the nation. That situation has prompted me to make my own checks and was shocked to discover that the contract with El Hydro expired in March of 2026. The matter was most disturbing as the age of the units required.
But, Brother Mikel, are you shocked? You don't know what Darrell Valls this? A thief in Darrell Valls him used the cunning and the criminality. Don't tell me say you're shocked. What Darrell Valls?
That they be serviced and checked on an ongoing basis. The situation is even more critical as the school buses are not held at the state-owned JUTC depots. Minister Vaz must immediately provide the country with the information so parents, students...
So, Brother Mikel, you don't realize all of the bus them are burn up? Hey, Brother Mikel, the bus them what Darrell Valls brought into the country, dated 2010, you know, most of them dated 2010, all out and done. I remember Sir Rattigan buy one of those buses when pay for $1, and Rattigan bus is much younger than the 2010 buses. I don't remember the specific year. Rattigan going to have to talk that. So the crooks of the matter, Darrell Valls, them don't really pay for no bus, you know. Darrell Valls, and this is how it's wicked, and the entire cabinet gone down in this corruption, I know. The permanent secretary signed off on $1.4 billion. Andrew Holness agreed for the payout of $1.4 billion. The Minister of Finance agreed for the payment of $1.4 billion. And Darrell Valls, who concocted him, Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is the mastermind, you know. The level of criminality to rob taxpayers $1.4 billion. So when me hear some of them run come out, and I say, leave people alone. Hallelujah. Hi. Well, this is why we are telling them, say, Andrew Holness, Darrell Valls, Andrew Wheatley, and Rural Reid, to leave taxpayers' money alone. Hi. We'll never get that. Eh? We'll never get that. Let me ask you, want to see any of the Cooper's Pen resident have a face court coming October? Eh? All I want to what we call out, I go face the court. All of you what we call out, leave taxpayers' money alone. Talk up the thing, Mikel.
And teachers may continue to repose the requisite confidence in the school bus system. The minister should also provide the contract cost, including management fees and other important details.
He can't provide that. If he provide that, me drop down. He can't provide that. Brother Mikel, remember I told you what the man did. The man wrote a letter to Danville Walker. Him and Danville Walker concocted that it is 110 new, but me sorry when Pamela Manro done with them, you know. Me sorry when Pamela Monroe, all of Danville walk off to prison too, you know. Talk everything.
Of the expired agreement and any proposed new deal which the ministry or JUTC may be negotiating. The country is waiting for the minister to respond, and he needs to respond forthwith.
Visit our website at PNP.
People, what a bangarang. What a bangarang, people. We now make up this. We now make up this. Let me just release the phone line now because we talk too much, you know. We want 15 minutes of dialogue so people will call. Right? So we release the phone line waiting for people to call. But when you look on the level of criminality, right, where it comes to Andrew Warner's administration, and we glad, right? We're glad that now what we had seen a situation, right, as it relates to Andrew Warner's, right, and Horace Chang and New Falmouth Resort. Clearly want to steal the land from the people who need to adverse possess. Those people have been living on the land for more than 12 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you name it. But this is the wickedness of it all. That for those people who born there for more than 40, 50 years and might have a job, right, as it relates to close proximity, you are now going to disturb the man settlement, the man good balance of frame of mind, to now carry him and put him to whatever, wherever you want to put him for your own greed, your own political greed. For disturb the man peace and tranquility, which you are the government, and you're supposed to ensure that you protect all the citizens. And here it is, Andrew Holness, that you planned, you concocted, right, to victimize the very same people who you shape out a gerrymandering to win the 2 constituencies in Trelawney. You know what, wicked and this, you know? And so then your administration use them and abuse them, and you need them no more, right? Because you have to sustain your criminality, your status quo of criminality, your greed. Using Horace Chang, where gunmen are saying that Horace Chang had given them guns. Eh? Talk to me. What sort of interest that you guys have to put Jamaica on a pathway as it relates to upward mobility? What sort of prime minister who choose to want to get rid of the election, the illicit enrichment laws under the Corruption Act? If you're honest, why would you want to do that? What Andrew Holness is doing, I define it as treason against the Jamaican people. It is treasonous. Any creative mind look at this as it relates to a prime minister who cannot, will not, and will never ever able to have his statutory declaration certified. Can you imagine that this man stand up in our parliament, and when you have Mark Jefferson Golden, the integrity boss, look on landlessness in Jamaica and said, no, I have to. Knowing Mark Golden came from a foundation of care. Mark Golden's father had exhibited that foundation of care and love for Jamaican people. That is the root that Mark Golden sprung from. Mark Golden did not spring from a root where that root is going to say, I lie them I tell for my son no have 2 taxi, a 30 taxi him have. Mark Golden did not spring from that root. Mark Golden did not spring from a root where your parents are going to encourage you in wrongdoing. And where your parents is going to side with you for stealing taxpayers' money, and will defend you to say that you don't have 2 taxis, a 30 taxi you have. Mark Golden has not come from a foundation like that. He's principled, well measured, and disciplined. And so then it's obvious that we are not surprised of your behavior, because you came from a foundation of criminality. Your father, well, I don't know, people only say, so let me say it correctly, one of your fathers certainly defended you as it relates to the level of criminality. Mark Jefferson Golden has not sprung from that. Principled, well-mannered, well-measured. And so then Mark Golden can now vision the wickedness and the evil of landlessness. Mark Golden can know and feel the vibration of us under 400 years of oppression, coming out of colonialism and right into neocolonialism and right into crony capitalism, where Andrew Holness now had absorbed himself, and Mark Golden said, we burn hism, we burn schism. What we need to deal with as it relates to principle is to set the progress of life for people, enable them to become landowner, landholder, and let them have a success and opportunity as it relates to the beginning of wealth generation. For any Jamaican who born in Jamaica, that Jamaican is not a squatter. I will defend him, because I myself had to squat on a piece over flanker. And so then we don't burn bridges behind. And we are not shy to tell people how we started. And for the flankerites who know me, know that I am speaking the truth. We, through neocolonialism, have to fight to get a piece of the rock. Why are we fighting so hard to get a piece of the rock? And you call us squatters, and you belittle us. Some of you laugh at us and mock us. Then why you come to us to keep you and preserve you in power? Why? So you use and abuse. And when we say that the People's National Party, democratic socialism, say no to crony capitalism, people must fight landlessness. The people must get a piece of the rock through their birthright. And when you have Hutchinson, who grabbed up more than 1,000 acres, one man grabbed up more than 1,000 acres, another thief from out of the GLP, Colonel Charles, grabbed up over 2,000 acres. And here is Andrew Wallace and Horace Strong grabbing up, which we don't know the acreage amount that they grabbed up. So from 4 persons, and Wheatley, so from 5 persons, more than 5,000 people out of opportunity. From 5 Jamaica Labour Party persons, Jamaica, this is what you are dealing with, who grabbed up Colonel Charles, who grabbed up thousands of acres, Hutchinson, another 1,000 of acres, Andrew Wheatley, Andrew Wallace, Horace Strong, Edmund Bartlett, and between them all, the amount of acres that they grab up, it is the amount of person per acre that they have sabotaged. Let me take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Byron.
Bless up yourself, my sister.
You know you're doing a fantastic job, a great job.
Thank you, my dear.
God, we as a people, not you, support you the way we're supposed to support you.
All right.
Because these things that you're investigating and carrying out and opening our eyes, some of our eyes still closed.
That's true.
The only why I called you is to say, you see this woman, Camilla Monroe Ellis, she needs protection.
Yes.
We can't trust none of these politicians, even the one we are run the country. We don't know what we will do with this woman when this woman expose so much things. This woman needs protection upon protection.
You're so right.
Mr. Byron.
Yes, my dear.
This when them get exposed, look at who are dead. I people them we are exposed them.
Yes.
And you think them are going to want it always exposed and take out that the person out of the way, Mr. Byron. Look at it.
You're right, my sister.
Remember, you know, them see prison over them head. You think they want our prison?
True.
They want to take out the one we are going to send them to prison knowing that them do the wrong and it come out in the lights. They are going to want to take out the person. And it stop right there because Jamaica is not a place to follow up things. I know, like in America, Canada, England, if it take 20 years, they might go find out how she did or what happened. So this woman need protection. That's all I have to say. She need protection upon protection.
And you're perfectly right, my dear. Perfectly right.
Thank you for such a great job, Mr. Byron, and we need to support you to the fullest.
Thank you very much.
Baga investigation. Them no here said them are real thing.
Okay, all right. Okay.
All right, Mr. Byron.
Thank you very much. Now, when you get calls like this, right? Yeah, it's strengthening your mission, right? I can't come here. I am from the bosom of the poor. And I have to defend them because I myself can speak about it. We have been through that. We have been there and we've done that. I don't come from the fortunate, the persons who have it all. We have to defend, we have to fight, we have to work hard for us. And when you have the heart of this matter, when you have poor people who for years join them like a partner, not up them 1 cent into 10 cent and them 10 cent into $1, and them do them little thing. Take a little stride and buy the little land. And you see that the people live there for years. 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 From 1967, people have been living at Cooper's Pen. Go and do the research. Go and do the research from 1967. You weren't even born yet, Andrew. You weren't even born yet. Much know your boy. Thank you for the one there. You weren't even born yet. People lived there before you born. And here you come from nowhere. You come from the bosom of the poor. You brought down the bridges that you have crossed. You are ungrateful. You hurt your so-called Jamaican brothers and sisters, where you and your parents adverse possess. You are wicked. You are cruel. You are Satan in personification. Evil. And how dare you look at my brothers and sisters and calling them squatters. Calling them squatters. They don't have a right for the opportunity to get a land, to begin the journey of wealth. In their own country, you deny them. You sent the police on them. You took them out of their homes, carrying them around zinc fence, asking them to kneel.
Talk to the police then.
And let me say this to the Commissioner of Police and our police officers who continue to be in bed with Andrew Holness. Look, go in front of the mirror and ask yourself the question. Introspection. Empathize and sympathize. I'm talking to all the Jamaican Constabulary Force police officers. Remember, I was a part of you. And rich people picnic not join the police force. You know who joined the police force? Poor people picnic join the police force. The youth from Flanker, the youth from Rosemount, the youth from Glendevon, the youth from South Spring, you poor communities, they are the ones that enlisted in the police force. What are you doing? Be aware and think about the Almighty God. Think about the Almighty God. Because there is a God above looking down on us all. And I take today and end this program. Go with love. Safe travel on the gravel.
Whatsoever man sow it, tell them before you let.
And that's what my old man said. Whatever a man sow it, so he also reap. Let me take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, respect, man.
Blessings, my brother.
Yo, one thing I have to say, he's saying in play chess. But guess what? I last movie see make another bad movie make.
Thank you.
This one I carry everything. The house gone down. Right down. The chess when play, I will kill him. You think you can't face down there?
Certainly not. Can't face there.
I think go down there and drop down. Remember me tell you that. You can't drop down. I think go down there.
Does he have a conscience?
The evil, when he put out, I will fly back on him.
So a man sow it, my friend. So he shall reap.
Anytime Jamaica people realize and come to the consciousness of the evil of this man, everything done.
All right, my brother.
Respect.
Blessings. Walk good. All right. There you have it, my Jamaican people. And you know how we always end with the message that we continue to win, and we'll never stop to send out this message. Love you all, my Jamaican brothers and sisters. And we'll never stop fight until justice deliver. Walk good, safe travel, and the
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Your GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul? Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Roads crack up parish council, bro. Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise revise you call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Wholeness, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door.
Wholeness, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we living so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking and I know too late. Time to go. The people. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not by the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.